This video is for those people that only think Tesla is an electric car company. You couldn't be more wrong. Tesla is an electric car company plus, etc., etc. There's so many things going on with Tesla that you don't know about, and I'm here to tell you. Why? Because it should be the next car you buy. It should be the next stock you buy. So, here we go. What is Tesla? To about 95% of people, Tesla is an electric car company. Okay? What people don't understand is that it's also an electric car with the potential to become autonomous. What do I mean by autonomous? That shit can drive itself. How do I know? I drove in one. Or it drove me. And I couldn't believe it. I'm 54 years old. And let me tell you something. Not much impresses me. Not much can make me raise an eyebrow. Except, of course, a few things. But when it comes to a car, I've seen it all. Been there, done that. This thing changes lanes by itself. You put the address in on the GPS, and this thing is going in and out. It's checking your blind spot. I mean, you know what the biggest problem is? You might fall asleep. I mean, it'll still drive you. I mean, you see reports of people sleeping in this car, which they shouldn't. You should not do in their Tesla, because the car is driving itself. In and out of traffic. I'm telling you. I did that. It works. What else? Elon, the CEO, the boss of Tesla, is doing a lot of things behind the scenes that most people, even people that say they know Tesla, okay, don't know. This guy has a company called SpaceX, for example, and they're launching these satellites, these internet satellites, okay, for lack of a better phrase, and to just make it really clear, internet satellites. That means that in the future, in a couple of years, okay, Tesla, the Tesla you're driving won't need to use AT&T, for example. Now they can be their own AT&T, okay? Tesla could be a carrier, a phone company with their own network, with their own internet, okay? And these cars need that, and it's the only company that's got all these different parts that it can take advantage of. Apps, it hasn't allowed Google or Apple into its car yet. It probably never will. Why? Because it's coming out with its own operating system, its own app. Nobody knows this yet. Eventually, you're going to have a Tesla phone. Okay? There's so much going on with this company that people only see what's happening at the surface. Okay? It's big. Now, another thing I like about Elon is this isn't your typical CEO, you know, with the shirt, tie, you know, all corporate sounding and all. He's a real guy. I mean, sometimes when I listen to him talk, you know, he's like me. I mean, he stutters, he hesitates. He's like he's like an average guy. And he's got humor, man. I mean, you know what he said is his claim to fame, the thing he's most proud about? The fart app in the car. I mean, the fart app. You know, this guy, I like him. Not to mention, he's also concerned about the environment. That's another reason why he likes the idea of electric cars, solar, batteries. Okay, all around, this guy is hitting it on all levels. Okay, so after knowing just that, when it comes to buying a car, would it make any sense, unless you have nowhere to charge it like me, would it make any sense not to buy this car if you're going to buy a new car? Hell no. You're not paying gas. You don't have maintenance. There's no fluids. Oh, yeah, there is a fluid you got to change. The windshield wiper. But he's working on that. Okay? He's going to make his windows somehow where when, before the rain hits the windshield, it'll just get zapped or something, by one of his satellites. But this guy, and the cars look great. Consumer Reports never had a car where 92% of people would buy the Model 3 again. They've never had that. All right? This is Consumer Reports. So, what else when it comes to a Tesla? These cars are fast. So, for that racing guy in you, the car beats these Italian-sounding fast car names like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti. It beats these cars. This is a car, you can buy a car, the Model 3 Performance, that can beat all those cars because it can do the 0 to 60 in about 2 to 3 seconds. Okay? Now, that's not my thing. But if you're ever at a stoplight next to a Bugatti, light turns green, give him the nod, and you could beat this guy. Okay? In a car that, you'd have to get the performance model, but what? In a $60,000 car, you can beat a $1 million car easy? That's what I'm talking about. Talk about disruption. Okay? They should have his face next to that word in a dictionary. This guy is the essence of disruption. He's disrupting not only the car industry, okay, but the solar industry, the battery industry. He's gonna disrupt the cell phone industry, you name it. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past this guy. I've never loved a CEO more than I love this guy, okay? Because I feel like I've never met him, but I told my kids, if you want to give me a present, I want to meet this guy. This guy is, I'm not saying we have a bromance. Yeah, we do. We have a bromance. It's a one-way bromance, okay? I'm straight, by the way, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with not being straight. You know what I mean, okay? But this guy is on the money. So, I'm going to cut this. Just wanted to give a lot of my friends and family out there and the public a better understanding of who and what Elon and Tesla are and how important they are. Because guys, we need to electrify. We need to use less fossil fuels. We need to do less pollution. And this is the guy to do it. Not to mention, this is an American car company. Support them. Even if you don't want the car, you don't want to buy the stock. When you hear any negative news about Tesla, okay, I call it FUD. They're trying to scare people into not buying the car, not buying the stock. Why? Because there's too many people going to lose a lot of money if this guy is successful. Car company, oil company, the list goes on and on. NASA. I mean, this guy is pissing off a lot of people. Okay? And he's African. He's American now, but he was born in South Africa. What else I was going to say? What else? Yes. So, keep that in mind when you're at the dealership and you're looking at this ICE car, internal combustion engine, and you ask the dealer, how much does it cost to fill it up? $50? Wow. It would cost $5 if I had a Tesla. Okay, that's important. No maintenance. That's important. Very little maintenance. Even the brake pads, it may last you 200,000 miles from what I understand. This is crazy stuff. Okay, I promise to keep it under 10 minutes, and that's it. Thank you very much, and safe driving.